As more sectors gain momentum after their reopening, bankers are now welcoming more transactions with clients.
As an industry, first of all, what we have done is to ensure vaccination as much as possible, as many as possible of our staff, to ensure that they get vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and observe the SOPs. These branches have to be viable. There's fixed cost that has been invested to serve customers. So secondly, we are also going to use more and more electronic channels. So those branches, some of them that had previously been closed because of closure of the businesses in those surroundings, would have to open again so that we can support and serve customers.
Uganda's commercial banks had focused on investing in government treasury bills as a resilience measure to help sustain growth of their capital base. In the last 24 months, the sector had also put stringent policies on SME borrowing in order to reduce the risks brought by a partially locked economy, but this narrative is now changing.
So what we have done, first of all, is to restructure their borrowing facilities to give them more time because they don't have the cash flows as yet. So that we allow them a little more time for repayment than the previous schedules, which were based on the operations, since they were not operating. The second thing we are doing is to provide them with working capital to start after a long period of no operation. Sometimes you may be totally short on money. And we've agreed to review case-by-case basis and provide them with working capital.
SMEs are also registering more liquidity since reopening the education sector, with more than 1.5 trillion Ugandan shillings transacted so far since 1st January 2022.
SMEs need to ensure that they have what we call risk mitigation strategies. What no one would have expected 3 years ago that we would have this kind of lockdown. It happened. Maybe other crises may appear. So what measures do SMEs have in place to protect themselves?
Over 100 billion Ugandan shillings was made available to micro, small and medium enterprises by government in November 2021. However, the Federation of Small and Medium Enterprises reports slow uptake.
The progress is slow. I wonder what the Bankers Association said on this issue, but the progress has been rather slow because some banks seem not to be ready to disburse the funds. Other banks are choosing to start with internal clients before they go out.
Not all the businesses will be viable, regrettably. Some businesses may not come back at all. They have completely gone down. And therefore, it's not automatic that we will provide facilities to everybody.
Due to parents and schools being financially constrained, bank lending towards the education sector is expected to drastically increase this quarter. Wadulo Makanold, UBC News, in Kampala.